Coming at number 9, Catherine McBroom. Even Austin's wife, Catherine McBroom, is under fire from a lot of fans who are complaining about their orders from her skincare company 1212 Gateway. I saw a lot of buyer's remorse as well happening, with one customer on Instagram saying, "Their resolution to my damaged $100 order was to send a $20 gift card. Save your bank, y'all." With others giving a much harsher warning, even calling the product itself disgusting. Another customer commented, "Do not buy these products. I loved them the first time I purchased, but the second time I ordered, they came dirty with pubic or nose hair. Disgusting." I posted a video on TikTok. And so that we can prove that we have the receipts, let's play the TikTok of this customer unboxing their Catherine McBroom skincare products. And if you're eating, maybe wait. Coming number 8, Alissa Violet. Alissa Violet, who has just over 3.7 million subscribers on YouTube, left fans frustrated and very confused after she did a Louis Vuitton giveaway. In order to enter the contest to win a Louis bag, all you had to do was follow a company called Cheek that was sponsoring this giveaway and tag 2 friends in the comment section. At first, Alissa posted that she would be announcing the winners very soon, but then that post was suddenly pulled away. Then when fans checked this Cheek page, it resulted in a broken link. From there, this other account appeared called Cheek Wins, and on that page, they began saying that they were going to now notify the winners. However, one of the winners from California told BuzzFeed News that she has not yet received her Louis Vuitton bag and that communication was awful with Cheek. Cheek then also responded to BuzzFeed and said that the winner would receive their prize soon, but the other 2 winners were suddenly disqualified for being too young or not residing within the US. Plus, to make things even weirder, the spokesperson for Cheek also said that they've now scrapped the company. So yeah, one big scam for more followers, I guess? Hope it was worth it.
And at number 7, Rawvana. Rawvana Mendoza used to have one of the largest vegan YouTube channels, and she would share recipes and talk about topics all revolving around veganism. But she wasn't just a normal vegan, she was actually a raw vegan and only ate raw foods for one point in time. However, her career and channel came to a crashing halt after she was exposed for lying. In 2019, Yovana was in Bali with another YouTuber, and while they were filming, this YouTuber caught Yovana eating fish on video. After the leak, her reputation took a major hit and her fans turned on her. She told the Daily Beast about her experience, quote, "I felt like someone had died. It was one of the worst days of my life." In her apology video, Mendoza claimed that she had to abandon her plant-based diet due to health reasons. And at number 6, Nikki Phillippi. YouTuber Nikki Phillippi canceled herself after she posted online that her family decided to euthanize their dog Bowser. Phillippi shared this on Instagram and YouTube, explaining that Bowser bit their son and they decided that killing the dog was a better idea than rehoming it. In the Instagram post announcement, she said, quote, "Bowser had an aggressive side that reared its ugly head a few times over the years. After a lot of counsel, we decided it was time for Bowser to pass peacefully on." Adding, quote, "We didn't want to make this decision. I'm sure you can imagine. I'm not kidding when I say this was one of the saddest days of my life." After this post went viral, the family started getting tons of backlash, with people calling out the tone deaf photo shoot they did with Bowser before putting him down, as well as their decision to not rehome him. Halfway at number 5, Bryce Hall. Bryce Hall was on the main card of the TikToker versus YouTubers event that took place last weekend, with Bryce fighting Austin McBroom. But after Bryce was absolutely decimated in the fight by Austin, it was truly hard to watch. He might have ruined his own reputation. A big part of why is his cockiness going into that event. The day before the fight, Bryce posted a video talking lots of smack about Austin. Bryce even claimed that he had been in over 40 street fights in the past and had won all of them. But all that cockiness faded away quickly, and when the fight started, we saw that Austin was a much more skilled boxer and fighter. Now Bryce is just getting clowned all over the internet. And at number 4, James Charles. James Charles was the most successful beauty guru on YouTube until his most recent cancellation that may have destroyed his career for good. Since the beginning of this year, tons and tons of accusers have come forward with their stories of having inappropriate contact with James. At one point, Ethan Klein revealed that there had been 17 allegations. James first tried to brush off the situation, but when he could no longer run from it, he uploaded an apology video addressing it. At first, the big companies and sponsors that supported him him didn't take any action. But after tons of backlash from the community, James's top sponsor Morphe dropped him and YouTube decided to suspend his ads. And considering he's been accused of this exact same behavior in the past, this might be the final straw for a lot of fans.
Coming in number 3, Adin Ross. Adin Ross is another popular Twitch streamer who has crossed over to many other platforms and garnered a large audience. His YouTube channel has just over 1.4 million subscribers, but while appearing on Twitch, he told his audience that he had partnered with a new altcoin, similar to FaZe Banks. He then told them that he gets to give out $20,000 of this coin, but after he pumped up its value and then dumped the crypto, people saw a significant loss. For example, if you purchased $100 of the token that he was promoting, it would be worth close to $10 today. The worst part was how open he was about scamming his own fans.
Chat, by the way, that MILF token I did a while back, I already told you guys don't buy that shit. I got paid a bag to do that shit. Like, I don't give a I hope none of you guys actually bought it.
Last but certainly not least in our number 1 spot, MrBeast. MrBeast is perhaps the biggest philanthropist on the platform, and because of his good deeds, he has garnered just over 64 million subscribers. Plus, he is consistently on YouTube's trending page. However, after a recent Magic the Gathering challenge / contest, MrBeast came under fire for not paying the winners. MrBeast joined the official Friday Night Magic stream, where he challenged players to knock him off of his pedestal. A total of $50,000 was up for grabs that would eventually be split between 2 lucky winners who actually defeated MrBeast in this game. Unfortunately, despite the event actually taking place on April 23rd, neither of the winners have received any of their prize money. And this has led some to believe that the event itself was actually not intended to have a winner and was instead a scam. One player even started a Reddit thread to track the progress of this story and said, "In my opinion, the giveaway was flawed from the start or intentionally designed to have a big chance of no winner at all, because there was most likely a big number of ineligible participants, either by age or country or residence, and each winner had a period of 10 or 14 days, not sure anymore, to claim the prize, and if no one claims the prize, they may look for another winner, which they might do once, but if no winners are found in the second round, I doubt they will try again to find another winner." And unfortunately, that's how the scam goes.
And at number 10, FaZe K. 3 members of the FaZe Clan are another group who have been labeled scammers following a pump and dump crypto scheme. After the scam was exposed, the FaZe Clan decided to drop FaZe K from their organization, along with suspending Jarvis, Nikan, and Teko. The scam was surrounding an alleged charity coin called Save the Children. All the above FaZe Clan members mentioned appeared in a video promoting the coin. And not only were they promoting the coin when they knew it was worthless, they tried to make it more appealing by labeling it a coin that would benefit charity. How scummy do you have to be? After the coin sharply dropped in value following the release, it was clear the influencers had pumped up the price using their followers and sold themselves at a high. And at number 9, Shetty. Shetty's backstory reads something out of a movie. After struggling with substance abuse as a teen, he became a monk and traveled the world meditating and preaching about spirituality. After years of this, he started a Facebook page where he ended up racking up over 25 million followers. But it turns out that he was a fraud, and a lot of the motivational quotes that he posts online that he credits to himself are stolen from other people. And of course, we know everyone steals everything on the internet these days, but the fact that he was not giving credit really rubs people the wrong way. Nicole Arbor laid it all out in a video exposing a lot of his lies and plagiarism. Now Shetty credits most of his content, which Arbor attributes to her video. And at number 8, Emma Chamberlain. Emma Chamberlain was the most beloved YouTuber in 2018, and she grew on the platform incredibly fast. So when it was time for her to release merch, her fans were dying to scoop it up. However, instead of traditional merch, she decided to release a clothing line instead called High Key. However, the way the clothing was released led many to believe it was a scam. Firstly, when you went on the website to buy the products, they were all blurred out, so you couldn't even see what you purchased before you bought it, which is really weird. That's something I personally have never seen before, I don't think. Then when the products came, the cries calling it a scam grew even louder. One point of contention was a scrunchie set. She charged $25 for a set of 3 scrunchies, which many found ridiculous. There were also accusations that she dropshipped the products from a Chinese retailer who was selling them for a fraction of what Emma was. The items did sell out though, so it was definitely a success.
Coming at number 7, Cole Carrigan. Cole was accused of scamming his fans after he posted an Instagram story saying that he would give promos and shoutouts on his page but would be charging about $100 per person. He's no stranger to controversy either. In May of 2019, he was kicked out of the Team 10 house and even accused Austin McBroom of SA. Needless to say, he spent a lot of time getting himself into drama within the the YouTuber community alone. People became suspicious of this whole shoutout scam though after screenshots showed that Cole had asked those paying him to categorize the payment under family and friends rather than business, therefore avoiding paying any taxes. Then on top of that, several people said that they had spent upwards of $300 and ended up receiving no shoutouts. Plus, when they complained on Twitter, Cole just blocked them. Coming at number 6, Kayla Massa. Kayla Massa had garnered over 300,000 Instagram followers and around 100,000 YouTube subscribers. But on February 13, 2020, federal authorities in New Jersey arrested and charged her after a complaint led to her being found guilty of illegally scamming over 45 of her followers out of almost $2 million, many of which were businesses and people under the age of 18. Kayla would post photos of just piles of money and then caption them with something along the lines of, "Hit me up if you're interested in making legal money." It's weird that they have to put legal in there. When people would message her about this, she would encourage them to hand over their banking information so that she could better manage their money. And once she had access to, things like their PIN card and credit card number, Massa would then drain their accounts. She would hide fake checks of stolen money by depositing them into her followers' bank accounts using the names of real businesses, and then would withdraw the cash before the bank could flag it as suspicious. Authorities were able to link the fraudulent checks to specific stores, and after checking security cameras, found Massa on film shopping and paying for items with these checks. Coming number 5, the Hype House. Now, although it has been a very long time since the Hype House has uploaded any content to their YouTube page, they still have an impressive 1.67 million subscribers. Plus, every video has over 4 million views. But back in August of 2020, when this TikTok squad was really popping off, they came under fire for allegedly scamming their fans with a new merch promotion. Hype House co-founder Thomas Petro advertised a necklace as free and even went as far as claiming that they were worth upwards of $100. All you had to do was pay about $20 for shipping and handling, which is pretty bonkers for just a necklace. Meanwhile, others took more of an issue with who this promotion was aimed at, with many accusing the Hype House of taking advantage of their young and naive fan base.
And finally at number 1, Belle Delphine. Belle Delphine is infamous online for trolling her own fans, and she did it best with her bathwater scandal. Whether this is a scam is in the eye of the beholder. Honestly, I think she's just a genius businesswoman. After getting numerous requests from her fans, Belle decided to bite the bullet and sell her dirty bathwater in jars for $30 a piece. The stunt went so viral that the bathwater was sold out almost immediately. After getting tons of backlash for the sale, she decided to do it once again and sold out the next round of bathwater in minutes as well. It's long been rumored that the bathwater isn't actually hers to protect her DNA and a whole host of other reasons, but I guess we may never know.
Coming at number 10, Logan Paul. If you've been following Logan Paul, then you'll know that he recently got involved with a meme crypto coin called Dink Doink. So stupid.
People love it. Like, it's just fun. And it's cartoons in South Park style. I'm a Dink Doink fan. It's the dumbest I've ever seen, and that's why I'm all in.
It's comedic, it's fun, it's comedy.
Now, Logan tried to make it seem like he was just proposing this big opportunity to take part in a new coin, but in reality, he has been accused by his fans of actually starting the coin to scam them. What's annoying is how transparent Logan is with this scam. If you don't know, a lot of influencers recently have been promoting these altcoins. Then what happens is their fans think that if they buy a bunch of it, they'll get rich quick, because that's what most of these influencers are telling them. Then what happens? The value of this coin goes up, and the influencer promoting it sells off their shares and makes a ton of money while everyone else loses their investment. What's bizarre is that Logan is acting like this coin is funny in some sense. I honestly don't know how it's funny in any way. I mean, it might be funny for him once his bank account changes, but not to his fans. But little did he know the CEO already outed him for his involvement. According to Deserto, the CEO of Dink Doink said, "We might as well be honest about how this came about. I was chilling with Logan and we were like, what's the most stupidest name that we can think of for a coin? Dink Doink, and it just came alive." I'm sure it did. Coming number 9, Brittany Dawn Davis. Back in 2018, this fitness influencer faced a ton of backlash after she was accused of scamming her followers into paying for a $300 diet plan, exercise program, and online coaching sessions. On top of that, she promised her fans that she would provide them with an ebook about her course, but after paying for it, many people received nothing at all. When a man actually confronted her about stealing all of this money from her followers, she actually owned up to her scamming ways and made an apology video about it. Not to him, of course. No. At first, she refused to speak with this guy at all, and then much later, a vague apology was read from her phone addressing the situation. Allegedly, she still hasn't even issued full refunds after being called out by her followers. People even started a petition to stop her from promoting this bogus program, and in the description it says, with over 500,000 followers primarily made up of young girls, Brittany falsely promotes women empowerment on her social media platforms while continually scamming and lying to her followers, clients, and fans. Brittany has scammed hundreds of women out of their hard-earned money through the fraudulent practices of her LLC, Brittany Dawn Fitness. Coming in number 8, Yovana Mendoza. What's worse than listening to a vegan tell you about how great they feel is following someone that is famous for that. Yovana Mendoza, who goes by the name of Rawvana on YouTube, was famous for her vegan recipes and routines. She often preached how terrific the diet made her feel, which excited her legion of vegan fans. Unfortunately, she was pulling one over on those loyal followers. Her messaging is all about revealing your authentic self and urging her fans to eat fruits and veggies only. Yet when another vlogging friend posted a video of herself eating with the
Llevo aquí más de un mes, pues no aquí, pero sí en Asia.
It was a huge fail that lost her many fans, along with angering those who already don't like vegans.
In at number 7, Tana Mojo. The most infamous YouTuber scam is definitely TanaCon, although no one's really sure if Tana is the one that scammed people or the guy that helped put on the convention, Michael Weist. Tana made the convention just to spite VidCon, the biggest YouTube convention out there, and she went so far as to put the convention down the street on the exact same weekend. Am I the only one who could smell disaster from a mile away? So even though the venue Tana booked could only hold a little over 1,000 people, she sold tickets for about 5,000, leaving 4,000 of her fans that bought tickets to be there standing out in the hot sun for hours. Thankfully, nobody got hurt, but with the lack of security and resources, it had the potential to go even worse than it did. And at number 6, Bella Thorne. When Bella Thorne joined OnlyFans, she was so successful that she broke multiple records, and she even allegedly earned $1 million after just 24 hours, making her the first person to hit that landmark number in one day. However, shortly after, she was called out for scamming for multiple reasons. Firstly, she only revealed after everyone signed up that she wouldn't be doing nude content. Then she tried to privately sell lewd photos of herself for tips, but when the photos weren't actually what she advertised, her page had a record number of refund requests. And as a result, OnlyFans permanently changed the amount that content creators are allowed to accept as tips. This caused massive backlash, with the vast majority of content creators telling her to get off the app. Bella apologized, but the damage was already done. And at number 4, CG or Creative Guy. YouTuber CG or Creative Guy set up a scam product to sell to unsuspecting people, but instead of going through with the scam and pocketing the money, he decided to share with his followers how he scammed people so they can avoid it. If you haven't heard of dropshipping, it's rampant online right now, and chances are that you have bought from a dropshipping company. Dropshipping is not technically a scam, but basically the owner sells you something from China that they didn't even touch for a massive profit. So GC decided to make his own dropshipping company, and he sold watches 100 times what he paid on AliExpress. To his surprise, in just one day, he was looking to make over $3,000. But thankfully for the buyers, he told them they were getting pranked before they actually bought, and he showed them the warning signs of a dropshipping site.
Coming in number 3, Marina Joyce. When Marina was 19, she was a YouTuber that was primarily known for her quirky and upbeat personality, so fans really became concerned when all of a sudden the style of her video drastically changed. It went from that to just a bunch of weird blank stares as she often looked off camera. Viewers even alleged that they noticed a gun in the background of one of the videos, and then began debating if she was being held captive. Many fans suggested that she even looked frightened and distressed and noticed what they presumed to be bruises on her arm. Plus, at one point she appeared to whisper the words, "Help me." It got to the point where fans were convinced that she had been kidnapped or something. And so Twitter was a mess, with people suffering from anxiety and panic attacks from worrying so much about Marina. Experts even called this a serious case of emotional contagion, where one person's emotions and related behavior can trigger similar emotion and behavior in other people. Although it turned out that everything was fine. Even the Enfield Police Department paid her a visit and then tweeted this out: "Officers have visited YouTube user Marina Joyce. She is safe and well." Now, Marina tried to act like all of this was just crazy speculation from her fans, but I think she knew exactly what she was doing. You see, this publicity stunt led to even more views on her channel, and now she has over 2 million subscribers. So you do the math. Coming in number 2, Trevor Martin and Tom Castle. Back in 2016, 2 major Counter-Strike players tried to scam their own fans with a gambling site that they pretended was just something that they had stumbled across. You know, similar to Logan Paul and the Dink Doink coin. These 2 gamers promoted a Counter-Strike gambling website and then acted like they didn't create the website themselves. This gambling site allowed users 13 and up to trade and gamble on weapon skins for actual money. In most of their videos, these 2 were heavily promoting the website and would would make these fake celebration videos acting like they had just won massive prizes on their own site, which of course triggered FOMO in their fans, and so they tried to also gamble on the website. Both of them denied any wrongdoing and then tried to say that their involvement with the company had always been on the public record. Oh, so you were just knowingly lying to your fans about stumbling across the gambling site. Okay. Trevor would later admit, I created the site. I wanted to build something awesome for other people to enjoy, and I played on it. Obviously on my end, me playing on Lotto rather than other sites gives me an advantage because it promotes my own site, but it is not immoral. There is nothing wrong with it. I am 100% honest. Last but certainly least, our number one spot, Sam and Nia Rader. Okay, now this last one is pretty messed up, and again, I want to be clear that this is simply accusations from fans of these two that I have read online. Back in 2015, these two became brief YouTube stars when their video called Husband Shocks Wife with Pregnancy Announcement quickly went viral. The viewers really loved the emotional yet feel-good clip. However, 3 days later, they revealed that Nia had actually lost the baby after suffering from a miscarriage. This was all explained in a video called Our Baby Had a Heartbeat, and the couple explained that while they were saddened by the loss, they were going to seek comfort through their faith in God. Unfortunately, not even God could save them from the backlash they received after the couple attributed their rise in subscribers to the recent miscarriage, which led viewers to question the legitimacy of what they were being told. In the tweet, they said, "Our tiny baby brought 10 million views to her video and 100,000 new people into our lives. She turned our life around and brought us closer together." Then to make things even weirder, Sam was exposed as being one of the many men who had signed up for the website called Ashley Madison. That's the one where people arrange a meeting to cheat on their spouses.
Number 9, Jeffree Star and Nathan Schwantz. After 5 years together, the pair announced their shocking split in January of 2020. Makeup mogul and YouTube icon Jeffree Star uploaded a YouTube video titled "We Broke Up" that was posted on January the 11th. He spoke to his millions of subscribers and said, "I never thought the day would come where I'd be sitting here talking about this. We've tried to film this 10 times now, and I've cried every single time. I don't even know where to begin. There's no easy way to say this, but we did break up." He confirmed the rumors that began weeks earlier when he disappeared from social media and removed all mentions of Nathan from his profiles. So why did they end things? Well, even though Nathan appeared in multiple viral videos with Jeffree over the course of their 5-year relationship, he apparently struggled to adapt to the pressures of YouTube fame. He said, "It's difficult because Nathan never wanted to be in the spotlight. We've had family try to reach out to the media to make money off of me and Nathan's breakup. I don't even know how to process that. We're over here heartbroken, dealing with our emotions, dealing with things behind the scenes and off camera." But he reassured viewers that there is no bad blood between him and his ex, and they will always be friends forever.
Coming at number 7, Aggie Lal. Back in 2018, this travel influencer faced immense backlash after charging her followers nearly $500 for a crash course on how to grow their social media. Although sadly, they did not exactly get what they expected. In fact, after receiving payments from a number of people, she allegedly just disappeared, citing health issues and Wi-Fi problems. What's wild is that the people who bought into this scam said that half of her lessons on social media included having fans try to sell and promote her products and the course itself. Nice little pyramid scheme we got going on here. Her story soon went viral though, and so she was left with no choice but to give people back their money. Coming number 6, FaZe Clan. The whole FaZe Clan has come under fire recently for also getting involved with this recent cryptocurrency scam. More specifically though, FaZe Clan has fired Kay and suspended 3 other members, Jarvis, Nikan, and Tico. Back in June, it was revealed that the pro gamers promoted an altcoin called Save the Kids. A portion of the proceeds they collected from their fans was supposed to go to charity. Unfortunately, that was not the case. According to Kotaku, after a ton of people invested in this altcoin, the value suddenly dropped dramatically, leading to a lot of people losing a ton of money, and then accusations were hurled at these FaZe Clan members for engaging in a pump and dump scam. In a statement from FaZe Clan, they said, "FaZe Clan had absolutely no involvement with our members' activity in the cryptocurrency space, and we strongly condemn their recent behavior. The trust and respect of our fans has been and will always be our number one priority." I'm sure. Coming in number 5, J-Station. With close to 6 million subscribers at one point, J-Station had cultivated a massive audience over the years of people that just loved to get scared by his content, even if they knew it was a little bit fake. Clearly all of his videos are pre-planned, but that didn't really seem to matter to them. At one point in time, people really did engage and love his content. Although as time went on, he never really grew with his viewers. The thumbnails had more clickbait, the titles were bizarre, and not too long ago he actually faked the death of his girlfriend. Oddly enough, they had just started a channel together, but for whatever reason he coerced her into making a video to fake her own death. People honestly had no idea if he was telling the truth until she made a video exposing him and his manipulation. And it would have been bad enough had he just made that one video, but then he monetized a video about her resurrection. It was all very bizarre, and from that he lost a ton of subscribers. Coming at number 4, Rice Gum. In his first popular video, Rice Gum criticized young social media stars who made their name on the app Musical.ly. He called out the app's biggest stars for their behavior behavior in their Musical.ly videos, which he thought was inappropriate for their age. And this kind of stirring up drama with other YouTubers is what made people attracted to his content. Along with that, his videos ranged from diss tracks with pretty whack bars to overly sexualized thumbnails, all leading to his annoying mouth firing off about practically nothing. His mystery box scandal that immediately felt fake to anyone that's at an age of critical thinking is most likely what led to him getting a lot of hate. None of his audience members had a problem with him stirring up beef with other YouTubers because they were in a position of power. Although when you promote gambling to an underage audience and accept the check without looking into the details, that just comes off as evil and a bit of a scam. Instead of taking full responsibility for what he had done, Bryce leans into the claims made against him. He proceeds to shift blame and snitches on other YouTubers who have made similar videos asking for them to be called out as well. When does that ever work? Never. The answer is never.
Number 3, Jake Paul and Alissa Violet. The YouTubers who were both in the vlogging group Team 10 chose to air all their dirty laundry on Twitter, and things got very messy very quickly. Although their relationship was never officially confirmed, the pair came to be known as Jalissa, and they appeared together in videos since August of 2016. In February of 2017, Alissa dropped hints on Twitter that things were rocky. She wrote Jake rhymes with snake, and then made a follow-up video where she claimed that Jake had moved her belongings into the house foyer and changed the locks, basically kicking her out. In response, Jake tried to defend himself and wrote, "Predicted this is what she'd do. Jalissa was real. The problem is she cheated on me. I'm the victim, not her." Alissa then said that their relationship wasn't real because Jake had flings right in front of her. She also claimed that she would cry herself to sleep while living in the Team 10 house. The drama was so extensive that there was no real possibility of any reconciliation between them. Number 2, Jaclyn Hill and John Hill. The beauty YouTuber and her husband of 9 years, John Hill, announced their divorce via matching Instagram posts in May of 2018. Jaclyn wrote, "After almost 9 years of marriage, John and I have decided to divorce." Interestingly enough, both of them chose to go public after the divorce and talk about what they think went wrong. Jaclyn released a now private YouTube video explaining that she and her ex never made good partners, but always made good friends. She admitted that they had been dealing with problems their entire marriage, but had always worked to be bigger than the issues that they faced. But eventually, she said, it just got to the point where it was exhausting. "I was bled dry. There was nothing left to give." Quote, "At what point do you have to give up your happiness for someone else's? You shouldn't have to do that for your husband." For the most part, John seems to agree, and he admitted during a 2018 interview with Substream magazine that he put her through a lot of pain. And coming in at number 1, Jesse Wellens and Gianna Smith. The YouTubers known for their prank versus prank and BF versus GF videos announced their split in 2016, an emotional vlog titled A New Chapter. So what happened? Well, it was the fact that they were working together to constantly produce content, which strained their partnership. Gianna gave her audience some advice and said, "Don't make daily videos. We both can agree that it's not healthy. It's not good for your relationship. Everybody thinks everything's perfect, and it's really not at all." Despite plans to go their separate ways, both Jesse and Gianna asserted that they will always love each other, but said that stepping back from their partnership and channel is what they need to be sane. Before the announcement, the couple might have indicated that they were experiencing issues. In an interview with People magazine, Jesse said, "It's hard to work with someone you're in a relationship with, but we figure out how to make it work. But there might have been another reason for the breakup."
And at number 10, Trisha Paytas. Trisha Paytas is someone who will truly never be cancelled off the internet because for some reason they have such a talent for getting back into mainstream attention. But it seems that Trisha has ruined their most recent redemption arc with their recent departure from the Frenemies podcast. If you were a fan of Frenemies, you know that Trisha has ended the podcast 3 times at this point, and it's hard to tell when Trisha's departures are actually serious. But this time it seems that Ethan will not be welcoming Trish back after all the nasty things that Trisha said about him and his H3 production crew. Their most recent feud started because of money and lack of collaboration in Trisha's eyes, but it snowballed into something much worse, and now Trisha's newfound fans are turning on them. And at number 9, Austin McBroom. Austin McBroom has a thriving career, filming his life on his family YouTube channel, The Ace Family. However, as the years go by, it's becoming clear that the Ace family is not one happy family, and there's a lot of shadiness going on behind the scenes. Most of it has to do with rumors that Austin cheats constantly on Catherine, and that they're only together for the sake of their channel. And it seems that these cheating rumors will be the death of them. With the most recent McBroom versus Bryce Hall fight taking place, these rumors resurfaced once again. Tana Mojo even tweeted out accusing Austin of cheating. She said in the tweet, quote, "One time Austin McBroom was cheating on Catherine with a random girl and she left a lipstick in his car. Then I was sitting with Jake in his car and he gets a FaceTime. It's from Austin crying and Catherine yelling, 'Is this Tana's lipstick?' Austin says it is. It wasn't." However, Austin clapped back to that, saying it was actually Erica Costell's, which Erica later confirmed in another tweet. In at number 8, Gabbie Hanna. Gabbie is a YouTuber I'd probably say hit her breaking point in 2020 because I think at this point her fans are just so frustrated at the fact that she refuses to stay out of drama. Gabbie has had a wild 2020. She had somewhat of a breakdown after she was getting in drama with Jessie Smiles and Trisha Paytas at the same time, as well as accusing YouTube of shadow banning her and promoting drama videos about her. She ended up coming back and leaving YouTube on and off, while bringing up the Jessie drama whenever it was talked about even a little bit. Gabbie came back a few months ago and rebranded, making a channel dedicated to her music and podcast, but she's still reverting to her old ways and is once again getting in drama with other creators like Trisha. However, her subscribers and views have been on a steady decline since all of the drama started, so it's clearly not getting the attention that she hoped for.
Number 6, Liza Koshy and David Dobrik. These two were quite possibly YouTube's biggest couple throughout their 3-year relationship from 2015 to 2018. They shocked the world with their emotional since-deleted breakup video, which revealed that they had been broken up for 6 months. Fans loved their joint Target runs and disastrous vacations, but the David and Liza content came to an end with a video titled "We Broke Up," posted to David's main channel. He said, "It wasn't healthy for us to continue to be together. For now, Liza broke up with me because she felt like we had been kind of distant." What was pretty shocking was that the split had actually happened 6 months earlier, but they assured fans that they were planning to remain friends and reevaluate their relationship in the future. Number 5, Colleen Ballinger and Joshua Evans. YouTube icon Colleen Ballinger, known for her online persona Miranda Sings, devastated fans in an emotional YouTube video announcing her divorce from her husband Joshua Evans. In October of 2016, the two of them announced that they were splitting up after 8 years together. The couple, who chronicled their entire relationship online from their first date to their wedding vows, developed a devoted following. But Colleen explained that the image they had curated online was completely different from what was happening in real life. She said, "We've always had a rocky relationship since the beginning. We've always butted heads. I've realized just how unhappy we both were. I want Joshua to be happy, and I can't make him happy." For his part, Joshua posted his own video titled "Heartbroken" and said, "We've had some great times and terrible times over the past 8 years. But interestingly enough, he also said, I do not want this divorce. I want her, but I truly believe she thinks she's making the right decision right now, and I can't make her decisions for her." Number 4, Shane Dawson and Lisa Schwartz. Over the course of their 4-year relationship, the YouTubers became one of the internet's favorite power couples, but fans were shocked when they announced their split in July of 2015. Shane came out as bisexual that same year, but apparently his sexuality was not the main reason that they ended their relationship. He said, "I think a lot of people just assume, oh, Shane wanted to come out, but no, we literally broke up a long time before that. I don't know what my life is gonna be, but I just want to be honest about it." For her part, Lisa uploaded a video addressing the split. She said, "I feel a lot of joy for Shane, because for years I watched him suffer, and for years I hurt for him. Since the split, she's gotten married to comedian Jeff Galante, while Shane has grown his massive online following and gotten engaged to fellow YouTuber Ryland Adams."
And at number 3, Brooke Houts. So this was a scandal heard all around the world because people just have absolutely no patience for anyone that's caught harming a pet. Brooke became famous online after she accidentally uploaded footage that showed her hitting her dog, as well as yelling at him and even spitting on him at one point, which is all just extremely disgusting, of course. After the video was posted, old tweets were also unearthed showing that this was not the first time that Brooke had gotten physical with her dog. One past tweet said, quote, "Like, why did you have to eat my $100 leggings? It could have been any other pair. Why? Houts tweeted in 2019. After the scandal, Houts' name is permanently stained, and any attempt to get back on the platform is met with mass outrage. In at number 2, Logan Paul. I think it's pretty much impossible to do a list like this and not mention Logan Paul's massive Japan scandal. So to summarize this one, Logan Paul was absolutely destroyed on social media after he uploaded a video inside of a Japanese forest known for being a place where people would take their own lives. And he even included footage of one of the people who had passed in his video. After this was uploaded, people were furious because the video was incredibly disrespectful. After this, he did not take a hit in subscribers, but his public image definitely took a hit, with tons of fellow creators calling him out burnout, and with YouTube Preferred even dropping him. He ended up taking a long break, and luckily for him, when he came back, he still had an audience. Now it seems that he's really grown from the whole thing and is taking better care of what he puts out into the world, but that scandal will be a permanent stain on his reputation. And finally, at number 1, David Dobrik. To finish off this list, we have the most obvious person, David Dobrik. David Dobrik might be finished now that he's being accused of perpetuating a toxic environment and even allegedly facilitating the essay of a Girl by Vlog Squad member, Dirty Dom. Over the span of his cancellation, tons of clips have resurfaced showing David being racist and homophobic. He's also made his friends do terrible stunts that have even landed them in the hospital. Currently, tons of sponsors have dropped David, including SeatGeek, who has helped him give away free cars to most of his friends, as well as monetization has been stripped from his YouTube channel. In his last apology, he said he would be taking a few months off social media, and I guess only time will tell if he will be welcomed back. However, now that we learned he was the reason for Jeff Wittick's eye injury, it might be the final straw for a lot of fans.